Welcome to another episode with Alex testing out his own equipment. For the third time, I've tried to make this video. So I think we got it right this time. We got the two cameras set up. Got the nice mic with the pop filter so we can't hear so much of the guitar. We've got two mics on the amp right here, SM57s, recording this Line6 Spider 2 75 watt version. So we're going to be checking this out today, going through the settings. There's only 3 settings on this thing that we're mostly concerned with, so we're going to check that out and try to track with it, and then I'll show you what it's like tracking and what we can get out of it, basically. See how cool this thing really is, or how bad it really sucks, right? So let's get right to it, okay? First setting, it's going to be clean. It's pretty basic. Digital amps with clean always sounds pretty good. This is the first setting right here. Clean on the red. Then we have clean on the green. Turn the drive off. So you can hear the difference, right? A little bit of an EQ difference. So let's go to the next setting, just to make this quick. So the first setting was called clean. This one's called twang. Not bad, kind of cool, right? All right, let's go to the next one. You get a gist of what that one sounds like. Nothing that special. If you like that, that's cool. This one's the blues channel, the blues amp model. That's enough of that. That's what the red sounds like. Let's go to the green. That's enough of that. But you can hear the difference, right? It's blues. You get the gist. Let's move on. Let's go to the crunch. Now we're getting to the side that we really care about. The red channel on crunch. It's kind of like, you know, thin. You know, it's kind of like that. It's a good, thin tone. If you like that. I don't. So let's check out the green. So it's cool, it's like a little fuzzier, that's all. I don't really like the crunch channel. I like the metal channel the most out of all of them, because insane is just too much. So here's the channel that really matters the most. probably one of the better tones on here. The green is the one I like more. Hear how it's just got more gain in it. Highs, mids. Hear those highs. So that's probably my favorite setting on this whole amp, and then we got the insane. It's kind of like that, you know? It's weird. I'm not a big fan of it. And then insane. Just too much of everything, really. It's just too overdriven. You can probably cut the bass out. It kind of sounds like crap. It's just too fuzzy for me. It just adds a lot of fuzz, so. It's just way too fuzzy. So I like going back to the green setting. And then cutting the drive back a little bit. If the drive's up all the way, it's a little too fuzzy. So if you cut it back to like a half. Still has some balls, but it's not so fuzzy. Go a little more. Take out some highs. Yeah, I think that's a trackable tone. Yeah. I like that. Take out some bass. So that's the green channel. I mean, that's basically it for this amp. It's kind of boring. There's a few extra settings to know about. When you hold the tap button down and turn the drive, you get a little bit of overdrive, which adds way too much fuzz, in my opinion. The distortion on this thing's not that good. The actual distortion itself is just too fuzzy. Something transistor-y sounding about it. There's too much circuitry sounding in it, you know? So they give you overdrive if you want. So I can show you that right now. Let's just show you. You hold down the tap button and then turn up the drive. And you can see this green light going on and off. That's off. And then this is on. Hear all the fuzz? I'm only playing those chords so you can really hear the fuzz. You know what I mean? Just too much fuzz. I'm only gonna demonstrate it on that one channel. So, where you see this green light right here, turn off, so we're back to normal. Hear how it's less fuzz? I don't want too much fuzz in there because if you're gonna track it or double track it like I am, with two mics, you only need so much distortion. That might even be too much distortion, so probably cut back the gain or the drive a little bit. It always sounds heavier when there's two guitars double tracked. All right, let's move on to the next setting that's special. See, the other two settings are the tuner and the noise gate, which is cool. You got a tuner and a noise gate in here. So the noise gate, I think it's on right now because there's no hiss coming out of the amp. All right, so here's the noise gate. You hold down the tap button and turn the reverb knob. So you can hear the guitar on right now. See that green light? That means the noise gate's off, the noise gate's on. That's all you got on this thing. You don't have anything to really tune the noise gate. You don't have like a knob or anything. So right now it's on, the noise gate's on. So let's turn it off. Green light, off. Now the noise gate's off. Hear the hiss? Hear that? That's because the noise gate's off. So there is a noise gate. It's cool to have it. If you don't want the noise gate, maybe say for lead, then you can use no noise gate. But right now I'm gonna put the noise gate back on because I want it. All right, let's move on. The next setting is the tuner. Pretty sure you just hold down the tap button for 3 seconds and then boom, you get a tuner. And how to get out of the tuner? Hit the tap button again. Okay, so that's it for that. The other thing I want to show you is what it sounds like when you plug the speakers into the Harley Benton. So let's do that. I'm going to mic the Harley Benton up and just kind of run through some of the settings really quick and show you what the Harley Benton sounds like. That's all. And then I'll track with both of them and show you what both of them are tracked like. So stick with the video if you want to see that, because I got both settings on the metal channel and then the insane channel, and then with half gain in order like that. I'll label them, but it's back to back. One's through this cabinet and then the other one's through the Harley Benton cabinet. So we get to see what the difference is when you're tracking them. Mind you, the Harley Benton cabinet is on the floor and there's wood everywhere and there's wood below and then dirt. So it's like an opening below me. It's like a big drum. It's gonna affect the tone a little bit. The room always affects the tone. And I don't have anything deadened over here. I don't have blankets set up. If I was really serious tracking for real in like a studio, I would build a blanket dome around this to kill all the frequencies reflecting from everywhere. So we don't have to worry about that right now because this is just a normal review for normal people who don't have recording dog houses in their bedroom to throw the amp into yet. So, all right, let's get to switching out the speaker cabinet. All right, Harley Benton recording, take one. Okay, so now they're both on. These speakers are on, also with those speakers. So this is basically a 4x12, which is kind of cool. If you want a 4x12 out of this thing, that's what this version offers, which is kind of fun. If you really want to jam with it in the band, you can. Or just use the clean settings to drive another kind of distortion or effects pedal. So that's that channel. Maybe we can go down to the other channel. I already can hear that it's a lot bassier. Like way bassier. Not enough bass. Let's try the insane. just so much more bottom end now because it's low to the floor and just a bunch of wood and resonance surrounding it, I can tell. But we'll turn the bass down a little bit. No bass now. Too much. Something there maybe. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. You can check out the clean if you want. More warm tone because of the resonance and under my floor and just where the amp is next to the wall. It's like in a box. I can hear like the big box sound it's got to it, but it's just kind of cool. It's just different. It sounds fine. It's just different than the speakers up here because they're different speakers. So when I want to record with it, I think I'd rather use the speakers that come with it stock. Unless I move that amp somewhere up higher and get it to be less bassy, but it's very bassy sounding compared to this one. So I think this for thrash metal is better, this speaker cabinet. So for now, we're just gonna go back to our favorite setting, which is here. Shape the tone a little bit. Nope. Nope. Somewhere up here. Probably there. Probably take some highs out. I think that's good to record with, so let's get some drums. So I think that's pretty good to track with, so that's it. It's pretty much the end of the video. I'm just gonna play the sections I already recorded with all the guitars tracked. It's just a stupid riff, but nothing crazy. Just to hear what it sounds like if you want to use this thing for tracking. If you've never heard what this thing's like from metal guitar tracking, thrash style, then let me show you. So it's just not the best distortion on earth. That's all there is to it. It's very fuzzy, very buzzy, way fuzzier than my V-amp over here. I mean, it's a totally different world with distortion. This thing does work well, and we use this live in Rifted Metal. My cover band, we had like 5 shows or something like that. So this thing was mic'd up through the PA in the house in the little club we were in, and awesome. I mean, it did the job. We could use this if we wanted to, but most of the time we just used this and mic'd this up, and my guitar player did what he had to do, and it sounded fine. It got us through 5 shows having this. You know, I probably bought it for 75 bucks or something like that, 100 bucks, I don't know. I got it used at the guitar shop, mainly just to see what it would be like and have like a backup amp or just a kicker beater amp that we could use for shows, and if it gets stolen or anything, we're not gonna care. It's probably not looked at like it's very valuable, so it's good to have something like this that works, does the job, and you don't have to worry about it if it does get stolen. But you know, so that's it. Thanks for watching the video, and see you in the next one. Appreciate you watching as always, everybody. Oh yeah, we didn't demonstrate the lead. Put on a little bit of delay. See you in the next video.